Hey everybody, it's Rich Tola, and thanks for tuning in here. It's Monday, January 24th. Happy Monday. It's episode 19 here, guys. But let me give this to you, some quick news. Today's going to be all about the number 4. Looks like there's 4 episodes left in Tola Talks Texas in Season 1. So we're going to give you 4 more this week. Should be a lot of fun. And 4, let's stick with that. Kudos to 4 teams. And I will say I was wrong. Well, I got 50% right, and 50% is going to be another number here you'll see. It's going to come true today. But 4 teams made it in the National Football League past this round. You see that divisional playoff. San Francisco 49ers, Los Angeles Rams, those both Cali teams. I did not call those. I got those wrong. Cincinnati Bengals got that right. Kansas City Chiefs got that right. Way to go. Wow, the Chiefs game last night was amazing. The other 3 games, 3-point spread, right? They all won on a field goal there. Way to go. San Francisco, L.A., Cincy, and Kansas City. Those teams are moving on. Cincy, Kansas City is going to play. The 2 Cali teams are playing this weekend. So, like I said, I picked the 2 out of 4, so I guess that means it would have broke even. Who knows? I don't know what the spreads were on that. So, hey, good luck to the teams for next weekend. And how about this? This is 2. Rest in peace. It's only 2, not 4. Rest in peace, shout out. You know, this is Marvin Lee Aday from Dallas, Texas, Meatloaf. Meatloaf was awesome, man. 1977, the Bat Out of Hell album came out. I believe that was May, and I was a 14-year-old boy at that point. Wow. Totally rocked my world. Top 10 selling album of all time. It sold 43 million copies. That really rocked my world. It really did. It was the disco age at that time. But when that album came out, I remember Phil Rizzuto. I was a big Yankee fan growing up. Give a shout out to all you Yankee fans on the East Coast. I was, and Phil Rizzuto was in the song Paradise by the Dashboard Light. Wow. Comes in at the end, and they're going around the bases. And, you know, when you're 14 years old, first base, making out, second base, everybody knows what that is, third base. That was like a big deal. That was that was my I was a virgin at 14 years old. So I remember that clearly. And Todd Rundgren produced that. Hey, remember him? Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me. Definitely can't. That was 5 years earlier, 1972. And there's a cover of that. Susanna Hoffs, and remember her, and Matthew Sweet. Check it out. They did a cool cover of Hello, It's Me. But Rundgren produced the album. There were 7 songs. Steinman wrote them. And remember the best, well, I don't know, the best, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. That one was, a couple of ballads on that. Heaven Can Wait. Heaven Can Wait was probably my favorite of all time. And 2 out of 3 ain't bad, and you took the words right out of my mouth. But let me tell you, Meatloaf, rest in peace, kudos, man. You were truly a legend, rock legend. A lot of passion. You know, this guy had more passion than anybody could ever imagine in everything he did. And way to go. Another rest in peace shout out to another legend, a comedy legend, Louie Anderson. Louie Anderson was truly a comedy legend, and he came a long way from the very beginning, and he did a lot of the fat jokes. You guys know that. I love when he would say, at the beginning, he would say, well, let me move this microphone out of the way so you could see, me. He was great. He used to say, hey, I'm in between meals. It's unbelievable, but you know, today comedy's changed a lot. You can't say anything, you offend people. But hey, rest in peace, kudos, Louie Anderson, comedy legend, Meatloaf, rock legend, Todd Rundgren produced that album. So way to go, guys. And another kudos to Martina Navratilova. We're doing 4 stories today, guys, 4 quick stories. So you know her. She's a true tennis legend, 18 Grand Slams in the 70s and 80s. She did 31 doubles, women's doubles championships. I mean, she was amazing. And she, the decision, she came out and said, you know, that's just pathetic. And I totally agree with her. I'm really not happy with this whole Australian Open organizers. They banned T-shirts supporting China's player, Peng Shuai. You know, she kind of disappeared, came back, whatever. They said, where is Peng Shuai on those shirts? And the organizers said they don't allow clothing for commercial or political, you know, I guess reasons, whatever, promoting commercial or political initiatives. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. So I'm not a big fan of that. I believe I'm with Martina on this one. That's just pathetic. Way to go. Way to go. That's our first story. I'm not watching the Australian Open. You guys know I said that with the. Well, it doesn't really matter. We know the one of the greatest tennis players of all time was banned from playing. The whole COVID thing. Anyway, second story. Did you see this in the UK? Yeah, I'm going to move through this today, guys. It's early morning here today. It's early. I got an early start. It's exactly 7 a.m. Got a big day today. I got a lot going on today, actually. Going to get my driver's license in the state of Texas, so got to head on over to there. That should be fun, and hopefully I get it today. When I changed my license in Hawaii, I got it the same day. So hopefully we could do it. California, I think you don't get it the same day. But anyway. This is the second story. People are ditching. It's in the UK. I love this one. People are ditching their smartphones. They're going to that basic phone, the Nokia phone that's give you calls and text messages only. I mean, that's something that I think I need to be doing. It said 9 out of 10 people own smartphones in the UK. They spend an average of 4.8 hours a day. That's an addiction, no doubt, and wasting time, and plus there's a lot of CO2 emissions. So I believe that, guys, especially when I see people on their phones in the gym. That's something I never, ever do. Don't even look at the phone in the gym. What's the point of that? You're wasting time, right? You're in the gym, wasting time, sitting on equipment, looking at your phone, texting, whatever. Don't do that, because here's why. Look at the people in the gym that have good bodies. Yeah, okay, believe in that, right? Believe in being vain. That's one of my steps. But people that have fit bodies, the sculpted bodies, they're not looking at their phone. Trust me, they're not looking at their phone. So do not look at your phone. Put your phone. I hold my phone. I carry my phone. Learned that back in my LA days. You always want to carry your phone. You never know. But turn the volume off, and it vibrates. Yeah, if I need to kind of see if there's an urgent message, if you're a doctor, of course. But you don't need to be wasting time on your phone, especially in the gym. So kudos to the UK for everyone who's ditching their smartphones and getting rid of that horrible addiction. All right, what's our third story today? Here's a story. President Biden, the United States, is talking about, who knows what they're doing, but potentially sending thousands of troops to counter Russia along the Russia-Ukraine border. I disagree with that move. I believe in diplomacy. I believe you do not want to be going to war with Russia. That would be bad, but politicians seem to like war. It seems to help their cause for some reason, right? But anyway, hopefully we do not go to war. Hopefully we do not send troops over there in a losing battle, which we've seen losing battles before. Vietnam. Shout out to my uncle who was shot in Vietnam. But anyway, I disagree with that, so hopefully guys will stay safe and they go use diplomacy and they work that out. Now, here's another kudos. Speaking of which, President Biden, kudos to everyone who protested in the streets and around the monuments in Washington, D.C. this past weekend. Defeat the Madness March on Washington. It was peaceful, very peaceful. Started around noon at the Washington Monument. I love Washington. Give a shout out to all my friends in Washington, D.C., because great town. I used to love the history, the monuments, the Lincoln Memorial. Well, they started at noon, the Washington Monument, went over to the Lincoln Memorial, where speakers, protesters called for an end to the COVID vaccine mandates, which I am totally in favor of. Ending COVID vaccine mandates, stop treating the non-vaccinated like they're, third class, not just third class citizens, but as if they have leprosy, which I said. So that's kudos to the marchers, right? Very peaceful. 35,000 people attended. So that just goes to show you. I wish I was there. I would have attended if I was back on the East Coast, but was not. But I was there in spirit. Defeat the madness. It is madness. You got to get over this, guys. It's what we choose to put into our body. You choose to drink alcohol. You choose to do drugs. Whatever you choose to do, that's your choice, right? We may not recommend your choices. I said to people, yeah, you want to do heroin? Don't recommend it. But, that's your choice. I mean, what are you going to do with people? I believe everything should be legal. Everything should be legal. And, it's up to you to power through and to respect your mind, body, and soul, your temple. You got to respect your temple in all facets. So it's up to you. I mean, you want to put chemical in your body, it should be a choice. That's a personal choice. But anyway, kudos to Defeat the Meds. That's it. 4 quick stories today, guys. I wanted to go through those. And now let's jump in, drinking from the fountain of youth, because that's my core. That's my religion, Tolism. It's all about empowering the mind, body, and spirit, staying true to who you are, respecting. So you guys know, we went through the 30 steps to everlasting youth, right? Had those 30 steps in the book, How to Drink from the Fountain of Youth. Well, let me just reiterate 3 steps, because this is about, and it's not a negative day today, guys, even though there's a lot of negativity out into the world. We'll talk about cryptos in a second, but it's not all about negativity. It's turning the negative into the positive, right? Step 6, never say, I can't. Hear that so often when people say, I can't. What do you mean you can't? You can. You can. Turn the negative into a positive. Step 18, don't quit. Whatever it is you're doing, do not quit. Like look at this. I've been putting out original content for 15 years, guys. On February 2nd, I left New York City. When I made my first video in January, 15 years ago this month, probably around this time. That was a yoga video, and yoga to go. And then I moved 15 years ago, been putting it out there. Now, yeah, successes, failures. Well, let's step 23, embrace failure. You don't always succeed. You do not always succeed. Whether you put yourself on a diet and you failed to lose whatever amount of pounds in whatever certain weeks, no worries. Embrace it. You learn from it. It's all about learning lessons in this lifetime, taking those lessons and empowering yourself to be better later, today, tomorrow, in the future, right? It's not about futurizing, but it's about embracing failure today for success tomorrow. Don't quit. Step 18, do not quit. Set your sights, believe you could do it, and do it. You want to get a new job, having a rough time, whether the money's low, whatever, don't quit on yourself. You can do it. Never say, I can't. Well, speaking of not quitting, anybody get to the gym already today? Well, I got up super early, guys. I don't know what was going on. I got up at 4:30. Maybe it's all the crypto news. But, hey, I got up at 4:30 in the morning, was at the gym by 5:30. I ate breakfast and did all that before. Then I went to the gym, and one of these mornings, it was like, what do I want to do today? When I go to the gym, today was a total mishmash of exercises. I didn't really care. I said, I'm not going to even think about it. All I'm going to do is walk around aimlessly, stay focused. Again, when you're walking around, you exhibit good posture, right? Always posture, breathing, stayed positive. And I'm thinking, what do I want to do today? Of course, every single day, I hit every body part except legs, right? Going back later today, you guys know I'm doing these 2-a-day workouts because I'm able to do it. So I'm going down later today to get the second part of the workout in. That's after I get back from the Division of Motor Vehicle. Hopefully that's smooth sailing. I do have an appointment scheduled, so hopefully it's in and out. Unlike California, you're never in and out. And speaking of the mandates, New York City, California, Los Angeles, those are, wow, I couldn't work out in the gym there, guys. Unbelievable. So anyway, mishmash of exercises. I hit every body part, right? I did my dips, of course, you guys know. I love to do stretch and abs first. That's always a standard. Dips, pull-ups, second, superset. Then it was all about whatever I wanted to do. I did back first, then I went and did shoulders, then I went and did chest, then I went and did biceps, then I went and did triceps. So kind of hit them in that order, always doing 3 minimum. I do a minimum of 3 sets. So, hey, it's okay. You want to do a mishmash? Do a mishmash. You don't have to stay focused on a particular workout, but while you're doing the exercise, you're extremely focused, right? You're focused. You're not looking at your phone. So get your workout in. Whoever you are, what do we got? 24 days into the new year? Should have 24 workouts in. I have about 50. Again, I'm hitting it twice a day because I can. So that's my goal. I'm going for 500 workouts this year, guys. For sure, I'll hit that. Stay focused. Never say, I can't. Don't quit. And embrace failure. Speaking of failure, wow. Let's take a look at these cryptos. I have one word for you for cryptocurrencies. Bloodbath. Guys, it's a bloodbath out there. No doubt, it's a bloodbath. If you look at these returns, first of all, in the past 3 months, it's horrible. Horrible, horrible, right? We're down 50 to 60% in the past 3 months. I mean, just to show you, my portfolio is down 50% in the past 3 months, okay? Speaking of down 50%, let's look at these yearly returns, okay? Most of them are horrible, right? Again, we're talking about cryptos on Robinhood, okay? If you look at Bitcoin Cash, which is totally getting hammered, yearly return for Bitcoin Cash is down 38%. So, everybody wants to make what, 10, 20%? Nowadays, everybody's looking to make 50% a year, but that's not achievable. It really isn't. So Bitcoin Cash for the year is down 38%. Not good, of course. BSV, the Satoshi Vision, that one's down for the year. That one, I think, got crushed, 51%. But that one could spike up, could also go down in the trenches here, because that one has sort of fallen below. I mean, the last time we were at this level was 2019, December of 2019. We haven't seen these levels. And quite frankly, this thing debuted at around $94 back in 2018. And yeah, that one seems to be crashing. I don't know what to say about that. Guys, like we said, you can't handle the ups and downs because these things are prone to crashing. Cryptocurrencies are prone to crashing because it's like gambling, right? They're not supported by earnings, not supported by, so let's jump right into Litecoin. They're not, okay? They're not stocks. They shouldn't be treated like stocks. So if you have a lot of money into it, well, good for you, but know that it's going to go up and down. Litecoin is down 28% this year, okay? Litecoin's another one. We haven't seen this level, and I told a buddy of mine when it was on its way down, I said, we're definitely going to see 108, but we haven't seen this level. It's the lowest it's been all year, okay? Around July 20th is when they crashed the first time around. So these are, it's a bloodbath, guys. So what do you do when there's a bloodbath? You either hang in there, or if you want to get out, the problem with getting out is unless you really need the money. If you need the money, of course, you got to get out. But if you need the money, that's unfortunate because you're taking a beating. If you don't need the money, I would say you got to hang in there. I mean, but then again, what do I know? Take a look at Ether. Ether's the only one. Ether's up 80% this year. Ethereum, it's up 80% for the year. So if you were lucky enough to buy Ether, yeah, you're having a tremendous year, even though it was up way, much better. It's down 50% as well. Doge, of course, everybody knows Doge had a tremendous year. It's up 1,400%, but you had to buy that pre-August or April 15th. If you bought that before April 15th, you did well. Anything after April 15th, you're getting crushed. In the past 3 months, Dogecoin is down 49%. So these things are, and Ethereum Classic, before we get to Bitcoin, the Classic, I told you, I took a beating on that. That's up 194% for the year. But again, that's another one. You had to buy that before April 15th to make money. Doge and Ethereum Classic. But Bitcoin, the big dog, everybody knows what's going on with Bitcoin, right? Where's it going? It's going to go back to 29. It's going to go back to 31. But for the year, Bitcoin's down up 4.7%. So still not below zero. Still not below zero. But from its all-time high, it's off 50%. It's off 45% in the past 3 months. So where's it all going with this? Yeah, these returns are horrible, guys, in terms of most of them, except if you bought the Ethereum Classic or Dogecoin, right? But what does it mean? I mean, what do you do? Do you panic? Again, if you need the money, cryptos are not the type of investments you want to put into if you need the money right away. Because they could definitely rebound. I believe you're going to see these things double, right? But how long is it going to take to double? My friend believes most of them go to zero, or they could double or triple or quadruple. He asks people whether Bitcoin's going to hit 100,000 before Dogecoin hits $1. It's most people, 54%, are going to tell you they pick Doge. But who knows, right? We don't have a crystal ball. What I'm looking at is the rest of the stock markets. Look at Tesla. Tesla's back down. It's at 895. And looking at some of the rest here, all right, let's look at the Dow Jones, right? It's at 34,000, right? Futures are down. That's going to get slammed. NASDAQ, that's another one, right? Look at the NASDAQ is at 14,255. Now, everybody would say, yeah, nothing goes straight up. You're coming down. Gold's at 1840. Silver's at 24, and crude is about 84.75, $85. But it's been a horrible run, guys. It's been a horrible run for stocks. It's been a horrible run for the cryptos. And is it going to get any better? It will. Is it going to get better today, tomorrow? Nah, probably not. It's not going to go straight back up. But if you're a long-term investor, well, hang in there. If you need the money, obviously, you're going to take a beating. So much for cryptos. Well, the good news is we only have a couple more days to talk about it, and then you guys will be on your own because, again, what do I know? I'm just sitting over here taking a beating with my portfolio. I'm ready to cry being down. I'm down 50%, guys. How bad is that? So horrible. Good news is I don't need the money, right at the moment, so I'm not going to be selling anything at the moment. Well, hey, guys, that's it for today. Again, happy Monday, 24th. It's the 19th episode of Tola Talks Texas. And, guys, get your workout in and have an awesome day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.